Hi friends, welcome to this video. In this video, it is like a continuation part, or I'm just going to show about the in vitro seed germination. Already I have given a detailed video how do we surface sterilize seeds and how do we inoculate seeds. All those things I have made a video. I will give the link in the description. This is a short video to show the stages of seed germination. Once after I inoculate a seed, how does the in vitro seed germination occur? So that is what I'm going to do. It is like a continuation part of the second part of the conclusion part. It is just a short video of the stages of different stages of seed germination. So for those people who didn't watch this video, please do go watch that video. How do I inoculate seed germination? It is a complete video, complete process I have demonstrated there. And now I'm going to show you the seed germination. So now let me start from that stage where I kept my seeds. So after inoculate the seeds, we keep it in the dark chamber. I have showed you this in the last video also. So this is my dark chamber. Usually we inoculate the seeds in such a dark place, dark chamber. So let me just open and show you the process now. So here I have inoculated the seed. You can find here beautifully the seed has been germinated. So I will just show you what and all of the parts that you can see here. So I have taken it from the dark chamber. The seed has been germinated. If you see, you can find the cotyledons, you can find, and also you can find the epicotyle and hypocotyle. Epicotyle gives the shoot system, and epicotyle, hypocotyle, all those things. From epicotyle, leaves, all those things will develop. Plumule gives rise to shoot system, and the radicle gives rise to the root system. So such beautiful plumule and radicle can be seen over here, and from the radicle you can find how the tap roots have been formed. There is one primary root. From primary root, secondary roots are developing, branching, secondary roots are branched. From the secondary roots, numerous tertiary roots have been developing. From their root hairs will develop. And this is that curved structure you can find, right? That is my plumule and epicotyle. From there you can find small leaves are there. So until this stage you have to keep it in the dark chamber, because in the nature what happens whenever we sow the seed is in the dark. It is kept in the soil, right? So we need to provide the same condition, same nature. So we are keeping it in the dark chamber. Once you can find this plumule, radicle and epicotyle, all these roots, you have to take it there and you have to keep it in the light. Why is that? Because if you observe carefully, my plumule is whitish in color because there is no synthesis of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, which is the green pigment, gets synthesized only in the presence of light. If I keep it in the dark, what happens? It will continue to grow, and see, it is continuing to grow, but you can't find the greenish colored pigment. So this is, yesterday I had kept this jam bottle outside. You can find the greenish tinge, because from yesterday it is in the light, so the chlorophyll gets synthesized. When you compare this and this is completely white, because just in front of you I have taken out. Today I will be keeping it in the light. This, yesterday I took it and I kept it in the light. You can find the greenish tinge over here. In the tips you can find the greenish color. That is because of the production of chlorophyll, because I kept it in the light condition. Here also you can find such long beautiful epicotyle is seen, plumule is seen, and the leaves are also seen coming. The leaves are about to bloom. So it is like that. So beautifully you can find over here. And roots also you can find. Roots are negatively phototrophic. They will go down. They are positively geotropic. So you can find how beautifully the roots are coming out from the primary root. From there it is going down. You can find that so nicely. I can find this. I hope in the video also you can find. So roots are jumping out and it is going down. So nicely you can find. And this is my, so I wish in the camera it is clear. You can find this from the tip you will find the leaves coming, and these are the cotyledons. So this I wanted to show you. After few days it completely becomes green like this. Roots will become brown, more roots will start to develop, and this entire the shoot system starts to become greenish color, and from here you will find the leaves. So I'll say you the time duration that it took. For this, from the day of inoculation, For this stage to occur for my plant, my particular plant, it becomes 8 to 10 days. It depends from plant to plant and the genetic nature of the plant. So this is like 8-day old plant, 8 to 10-day old plant. This is 8th day, and this stage is my 10th day. So, and this stage of where it is completely turns into green is 11th or 12th day, and after 15 or 20 days you can find nice 2-3 foliage leaves coming, and after 20 to 25 days you can find the entire plant system like this. So this has already almost been like 20 to 25 days it has become. You can find beautiful leaves have been developing, and you can see such fibrous, such mass of roots you can find over here, and you can find all the shoot system, you can find the leaves, you can find. So such beautifully the seeds has been germinated. So this is the 20 to 25 days. Now I can take this leaf as an explant to inoculate for inoculation to obtain callus, or I can take the shoot, the nodes, or I can take the roots. So whichever is my convenient I can take. I can utilize that as my explant. So this is the entire stages of seed germination. From this seed stage to this seed stage is the process of seed germination. So I thought quickly let me show this short video I made so that I can show you. And one more important thing, you have to keep changing this monthly once. You have to change. The media will become brownish in color because of the phenolic exudates, and I have to change the media. So it all depends from the plant that you're working on. If a plant, there are certain plants where you have to change media every week. There are certain plants where you should change it. A very slow growing plant you have to change 2 months once, 3 months once. So it is completely depending on which plant you're working. So this is all I wanted to show you, such beautiful transformation. You can find all the parts over here. So this is activated charcoal I have added. That is why it is blackish in color, because seeds will produce phenolic compounds. Especially my plant, it is producing lots and lots of phenolic compounds. So I have added, it is a modified media. So MS media, Murashige Cook media, I have modified by adding activated charcoal, PVP, gibberellic acid, ascorbic acid. So much of additions I have made for this media. This is just a normal basal media. After 3 to 4 subculture, the phenolic exudates gets controlled. Now this leaf I am going to take as an explant, and I am going to induce callus. So I will make another video how to induce a callus from leaf and explant, leaf as an explant. So please do watch this video. So if you like this video, do give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your patience watching.